I'm a national master. I'm gonna teach you how to checkmate with just a rook and a king. A lot of beginners get into this position and don't know how to win, even though this should be a really easy win for black. In some of my past videos, I've talked about making the box smaller. Think of the chessboard as a box. It's an 8x8 box, there's 64 squares. Black's strategy is to make the box smaller. He wants to stop this king from having free range across the entire board. So black has to use his rook to prevent the white king from moving. He can make this imaginary box smaller. Notice now how the white king is stuck into this smaller box because the black rook is stopping the king from escaping. The whole idea is we want to force the king to the edge or the corner of the board. So white has to move his king. And now another key thing to remember is black has to use his king as well. He can't rely on his rook alone. They have to work together to checkmate the white king. So let's continue to make the box smaller. We can put our rook here, for example. And again, notice how we're cutting the box in half, making it smaller and forcing this king into the corner or the edge of the board. If the king moves to the side, make the box smaller. Rook e4, making it smaller. If the king moves to the side again, here's where you have to be careful. If you give a check, it looks like you're making the box smaller, but actually you let the king escape this way, okay? You don't want to do that. Here's where you need your king. You got to use your king to support the rook. So you bring him over. This is a slower process, but now that the king is in a better position, closer to the white king, now when white moves his king to the side, we can move our rook here to make the box smaller now that the king defends. And you're just gonna repeat this process until you get the king to the edge of the board. And then once you've got him here, it's really just a matter of positioning your king in the right spot. Notice how small the box is here now. He really only has like 2 or 3 squares to move. So when the white king moves back, we approach with our king. Like I said earlier in the video, we have to use our king to help. Continue to make the box smaller. Once the king is in the corner, it's just a matter of time. Here's the last trick. We don't want to move our rook backwards all the way because this allows the king to escape out of the box. Instead, we move our rook this way, cutting off the king, making the box small, and now once he's in the corner, we deliver checkmate. There's lots of ways to get here, but that's the idea. You make the box smaller and you use your rook and your king to checkmate the king. And that's how you checkmate with a rook and a king.